Hey y'all, it's Alex and welcome back to my channel. Over here we have day 6 and you will find the link to this piece in the top right corner. Today our color is Ecoline 416, probably one of the ones that I use the least out of my entire watercolor collection. The thumbnail for this one, I kind of want to have an Entrapta-like character if you guys watch She-Ra. However, I don't know what I want her to be enchanting, so I figured I'd pull in my randomly selected items from the challenge that I made a few weeks ago. I'm only pulling in all of the accessory items, so there's the body accessories and the hand accessories. And I decided to have my girlfriend pick which item. And the one she picked is scarf. So we will be enchanting a scarf today. So to kind of elaborate on the idea behind, because just saying an Entrapta-like character probably doesn't make a lot of sense. Entrapta, who is this character here, is probably my favorite from the entire She-Ra series, which is on Netflix for anybody who would want to watch it. She's kind of like an inventor princess, technology princess. I really love her character design. I think the iconic big poofs of hair are really cute. I, however, absolutely love drawing space buns whenever I get the chance, so I decided to stick with space buns instead of doing pigtails. And she's gonna be setting up a circle on her desk and enchanting this scarf. And the idea that I had was that the scarf would kind of be rising up, kind of like a cobra being charmed out of its basket. Now, when I was looking through all of the cards to make sure that I didn't have the none selection, there were some items that popped out to me that I really would have liked to include or have her actually doing. And the one that kind of stuck with me the most is piercings. So for those of you who are new to my channel and are not familiar with piercings, they're a character that I designed a good couple of years ago now. I think I designed them in 2016, but I'm not 100% sure. The usual fiction that I give to them is that they're these golems made of clay that you enchant, and then they can further grow and split themselves down into more piercings, and they're just kind of a magical creature. I'm still coming up with the entire story behind piercings, but I figured it would be really cute if this character were already an enchanter. Oh, by the way, today's prompt is enchanted. I don't think I've said that yet this video. So she's already a high-level enchanter because she has all these piercings around her, and she has to take a low-level enchantment class at her college. So she's having to go through all the low-level homeworks, even though she knows for sure that she'd be able to do higher-level enchantments than this. I'm not bitter about college courses. Definitely not. I think of all the characters I have made thus far for this year's Inktober, she is one of my favorite designs. I just absolutely love the balance of the triangle shapes with circles in her design, and it really matches in with the piercings because they're entirely triangles and circles. I am, however, going to need to get better at drawing buns. They kind of look like pumpkins to me. I put a few strands that were going in a different direction than some of the other strands of hair, and they look kind of funky. So, things I need to work on in the future. Let's go. Between the thumbnail of this piece and the actual piece, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't follow my exact plan. And this is entirely about the book that's in the background. Also touching on the fact that I messed up how thick the forearm would be. So I was like, screw it, I'm going to fix that by just coloring in her shirt black and then just thickening out the arm as much as I need. So, getting rid of my mistakes there. in the easiest way possible without having to completely redo this piece. There are some things that I would change about this piece. In the thumbnail, I had the book in the background being almost as large as the girl subject in the front of the picture. And I feel like that would have been still a really cute idea. It does make more sense for a textbook to be like normal sized. However, it doesn't necessarily have to make sense. I mean, it's just a drawing. But I like it making sense, so. I also majorly messed up the drawing of the pentagram on the table. It is in no way, shape, or form a circle. Getting into the coloring of this piece, I wanted to keep the table pretty light, but I wanted to show that the spell she's casting has a little bit of an aura to it. So I left a ring of light around specifically the pentagram. And I also tried to be a little bit more cautious about shading and such, as one hand is behind the candles where they'd be casting the light to, one hand is in front of the candles, and where you'd be seeing the hand is in shadow technically. So I tried being very careful about that. It didn't come across very well. I think I went a little too light on the ink, but oh well. This watercolor is a more yellow tone brown. I'm not the biggest of fans of this color once it's like in one coat, but I do really like it once it's in darker shades. I feel like I say this about a lot of colors. I generally like darker colors. This watercolor, however, makes really good like khaki tones. So I felt like it was very fitting for a school uniform. I also decided I really wanted the textbook for her to be using to kind of look old. I should have put like some more ink stains across it, but I really do like worn paper, and this color works very well for it. Or like tea-stained paper, that's probably more like. So the color that I'm putting on the poncho right now, or like the shawl or whatever you'd like to call it, that's the color that I wish I would have stuck with. I wish I would have kept it a lot lighter. However, I kept putting more shadows across it, and I just went in over and over and darkened it up a lot, and in the end it ended up being almost the exact same color that I used for the background, so regret on my part. I wish I would have been able to mix some different colors for the scarf. I think it would have been cool to have it be in brown tones. However, I wanted the cloche-shaped orb of magic to have a brown tone to it instead of a gray tone. And if I would have done the scarf in watercolors, I would have had to, I would have to be very careful about which layers I put down first, and I just really wanted to get the scarf done before I did the magic. Yeah, I feel like this is like the biggest misstep on this piece. I should have left the cloak at the lighter color. I just kind of like the lighter color more for once. So when going into the background of this piece, I went in with the number 5 ink in my set of 6 ink washes. I thought that I didn't want to go too dark, considering part of her outfit is in black. So I decided number 5 would be good. However, I ended up also using number 5 to do shading along the outside edge of her tunic. I wish I would have gone straight in for a black for the background, because the black ink that I use already is a little bit, like, it's not the blackest black that I could possibly have. This piece definitely needs some rebalancing of tones. I think I might actually edit it in Photoshop to see exactly how I would like to have it otherwise. Oh, also a small announcement. I know it's only day 7 and my Q&A episode, which will be on day 10, is a good few days away. However, if you would like to ask me anything, either leave it in the comment section below or I will post my email here. Go ahead and shoot me an email. If you don't want your name to be read with your question for whatever reason, because I know that's sometimes a thing that people don't like for whatever, but leave that in the email as well. Alrighty, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me work on today's piece. Don't forget, if you have any questions you'd like to ask for the Q&A, go ahead and drop those down below or shoot me an email. Tomorrow's word is frail. If you'd feel so inclined, hit that subscribe button and check me out on my other social media handles. Thanks, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.